You don't need to go to Niagara Falls when you can eat some Brian balls.
What is up, NASCAR diecast collectors and diecast reviewers on YouTube? This is Original Big Bri here, and welcome back to another Wave 9 NASCAR Authentics diecast review. And man, this is going to be probably the most hyped up Wave 9 diecast review that we got for this set of videos. Which, first of all, guys, I appreciate you guys, all your guys' continued support for these for the diecast news and also the NASCAR Authentics reviews. I'm also in the process of doing the next episode of the diecast news, so a lot of videos to grind for this week for the off season. But let's go ahead and start the diecast review of the Kasey Kahne 2018 Dumont Jets All-Star car. Chevrolet Camaro is the L1 for the Levine Family Racing Team. So, I mean, if you're a hardcore Kasey Kahne fan, I mean, I do not even have to explain what this car is. I mean, it's not a Dumont throwback, but it is a throwback to Kasey Kahne's iconic Everham car from when he drove the Budweiser Everham Dodge, which just absolutely is amazing. But here's the back of the diecast if you guys want to see that. And also, before I start this diecast review, for the second time in a row, I was able to find the liquid color chase piece. But as you guys know, I do not take these cars out of the box, so I just decided to show you guys this real quick. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, I do not really like special finish cars, but this one right here is really nice. However, though, since I got out of Walmart, you can clearly see that this is going to lose some value because some schmuck or some of the workers decided to bend it. So that, I probably shouldn't show you guys that, but planning to keep this car for quite a while, but really glad I was able to get this car. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start the unboxing and the diecast review of the Dumont Jets throwback. Alright, Kasey Kahne fans, we got this car off its box, and before we get things started on this fantastic throwback, we're going to take a look at the little accessory that comes with this, and it is, once again, just like the Chase Elliott Patriotic car, we got ourselves a sticker. So, I mean, that is pretty cool, but a little unfortunate as well. But, I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, look at that classic 9 Everham. I mean, that's amazing. I'm so glad that Ray Everham was able to work with these guys and get that 9 for allowing them to use that font, because you know it's pretty hard to do that nowadays with everyone, you know, leaving the sport or being restricted. So really glad Ray Everham was able to, you know, put that when they were able to get the licensing to get that font to make this such a pretty freaking awesome throwback. I mean, it's not a Dumont throwback, guys. You guys already know what a Dumont throwback car is, which was canceled in 1/64 scale, so that's a little spoiler for the next episode of the diecast news. Yes, the Dumont throwback / last ride car was canceled in the 1/64 scale. But with how everything's been going, I mean, this is like the third Kasey Kahne car that we got released for this year. We're probably gonna get that car, and with us knowing how we've been getting a lot of the last ride cars lately with Jeff Gordon and Matt Kenseth and Tony Stewart and Dale Jr., pretty sure we're gonna get that car, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. But my God, this car is just beautiful. I mean, especially any guys out there who are fans of the classic number 9 Ray Everham car. I'm talking about you, Bill Elliott fans. This one just so iconic. But this is mostly paying a tribute to Kasey Kahne's pretty decent season in the 2008 race. At the All-Star race, which you guys know he won. He also won the Budweiser shootout, or what was it, the duels or the shootout, I believe, as well. So, I mean, heck, it was, you know, Kasey Kahne was really good when it came to Ray Everham, but unfortunately that team, you know, didn't last as long as I thought, but they still went out with something, especially with this, what was considered, you know, one of the most interesting young drivers for the sport. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty unfortunate what happened to Kasey Kahne with his health issues. I mean, I wish him all the best of luck with whatever he's gonna be doing. I mean, I'm sure he's probably gonna do sprint car racing or, you know, dirt racing for all I know. But yeah, I mean, I also gotta get a quick shout out to one of the YouTubers out there who I have not shout outed to yet. I think this guy, you know, he's got some great content. He's a big Kasey Kahne fan from what I've seen on his videos. I believe his name is Race Craze 95. So feel free to check him out. He's got a lot of cool diecast reviews. I recommend checking out his chassis swap videos as well, because that video got me inspired to do some chassis swaps. But yeah, really nice. I decided to give a little shout to him if you're watching this review. Then yeah. I don't know, maybe we could put them on Diecast News episode. I always love seeing Diecast collectors, reviewing cars. So really cool of them to give them a little shout out in this review. But man, they put a lot of effort into this car. I mean, I know with the throwbacks they usually put a lot of effort, but man, I mean, it's also really cool that we also got Matt Kenseth's. Matt Kenseth also did a throwback in the All-Star race to the Mark Morgan Eagle 1 car from Roush. So I mean, it would have been cool if they actually got that car in this wave as well to match up with this car. I got a feeling we might get that for Wave 11. There was a Wave 11. So yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll see that car in Wave 11 for NASCAR Authentics of this year, as this year's come to a close. But just, man, they put a lot of effort to this car. I mean, first of all, I mean, that bright red with the white Everham number 9 just looks awesome. I mean, I was a little wonky with that 5 right there, but they did a good job to make that 5 look sort of Everhammy, if that makes any sense. But they even had the exact paint scheme layout, down right where the black stripes are and where the black side skirts are. Heck, even, I didn't even notice that as well, guys. Where the old Stanley logo was, they actually recreated this, and the sponsor Blackbeard, I mean, I'm not quite sure if that's actually their, those are the right colors for Blackbeard, but it literally straight up looks like the Stanley logo. Now that is freaking cool, man. I wish, my only complaint was that I wish the Procork logo was blue so it can match up with the Allstate logo like it did on the 2008 car. But as for everything else, I think everything looks good. I mean, of course, they can't add Budweiser on this car because, Kevin Harvick has that sponsorship with Busch since they rebranded into Busch for NASCAR. But for what they could have got out of this car, it's awesome. It's really freaking awesome, I mean, I'm trying my best not to ramble, but just, God, this is just... It's so unfortunate this car got canceled in the Gold Series, but thank God we have NASCAR Authentics, man. Thank God, because they straight up saved this diecast, man. They straight up did. Kasey Kahne got pretty underrated, especially when he went to the Levine Family Racing. But, man, I am so glad that Lionel Racing took their time and effort to get this car made in the NASCAR Authentics. So, another smart decision by Lionel Racing. I mean, I know I usually criticize them a lot, but this in particular... Just flat out amazing. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, even my camera is having a hard time focusing on this car because it's just so freaking awesome. But let's go and start the diecast comparison, which I'm so glad I got this car. This is actually the 2009 variant, not the 2008 car. I mean, I had the 2008 car, but I'm not quite sure where it was, but... This is going to bring back some throwbacks for you guys. This is the Platinum car from 2009. And I actually got this from one of my good local diecast dealers known as Rex Chevy on eBay. I actually went to the State Fairgrounds in New York where they had the State Fair. And he was actually there at one of the events. Not at the State Fair, I mean, because that's way too big. But it was at one of these little events. I think it was during the Nationals, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Syracuse Nationals. So I was able to run to him and pick up this car. This is the only Platinum car that he had. And I'm like, hey, I'm glad I got this because pretty appropriate diecast comparison that we got. So, I mean, of course, they don't have the Budweiser logo or the Dodge logo, but they did what they can. It would have been cool if they had the Dumont Jets logo to have the bow tie, but I'm sure that's copyrighted. But, yeah. And of course this car is on a base, but just, man, I mean, first of all, let's take a look at just the amount of detail the Platinums have. If we get the hood open, yes, we can. Man, I miss these days for NASCARs. I mean, NASCAR diecasts were just at their best around this time. Even though 2009 was the one time I stopped watching NASCAR. And if you guys saw my Twitter, I did say something that I might take a break from NASCAR by next year. I'm still 50-50 on that. I mean, I'm still going to collect diecast reviews, but for watching NASCAR, I mean, we'll see. But that'll be saved for another topic on another day, as I want to keep this review very positive. But just, man, I mean, how they recreated this car just looks amazing. I mean, I know this is based off the 2008 car, but I only have the 2009 car with me, so it's not going to look... Not going to be the best comparison, but just to show you guys just how much precision and accuracy they took their time with this car. Just amazing. I mean, especially with that Blackbeard logo. I mean, I can't believe they did that. I mean, That is cool. I love it when sponsors do that to make it look like the car that it did when you won the All-Star race in 2008. But yeah, feel free to share any memories that you got for this if you guys have any memories to share on the classic number 9 Everham car. Whether if you were a Kasey Kahne fan or a Bill Elliott fan, this is a hardcore must get, especially if you're a lucky sucker like me and you pick up the liquid color car. Get both, guys, even though mine came out damaged, but get both, guys. They're both worth it, and both going to be rare pickups in the next couple months or in the next year or so, because this is an exclusive for NASCAR Authentics, and you guys know how much I love NASCAR Authentics exclusive diecast. So both these cards you can't get anywhere else. So with that in mind, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this diecast review of the Kasey Kahne 2018 Dumont Gents All-Star Throwback. Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 for the Levine Family Racing. If you guys enjoyed this review along my other NASCAR Authentics diecast reviews, then feel free to stop what you're doing and click that subscribe button so you guys can stay up to date on my latest diecast reviews and many more for NASCAR Authentics. But until then, guys, it's a Road to Victory. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in another diecast review for Wave 9.